3. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the North American Season 3 Qualifiers. We are here watching the QVD-Man stream as we're into game number 2 of Small Dads Go to Heaven, your purple team, up against Heating Up. And I gotta say, Heating Up definitely brought the heat in that match, and because they're up 1-0, Bird.
You might say they're on fire. What? Okay, I'm sorry. That's probably a bad joke. But anyway, Rebel Twitch Rise, Chogas, Shen, Kazakhs, Heating Up, going to be banning out really interesting bands actually. The Rise isn't actually a Rise because he wanted to force out the Evelyn pick. I guess that works, but then again, even if you have a Evelyn against Rise, it still works out because Evelyn just swarms out. Interesting that they wanted to ban out that Rise pick. Overall, on the other side, Chogas, Shen, and Kazakhs for Small Daggers of Heaven. Kazakhs, well, it's like the new Katarina, but then again, I think the Kazakh thing will actually go away once some more changes happen to the Black Cleaver.
I find it interesting we had a Rise ban, because that must be targeted, because, I mean, Rise, sure, he did well, but it was not nearly enough to carry his team. Very understandable about that Kazakhs, but Cho'Gath as well, I guess the true damage was a little bit more for them to bear, so it does look like we're going to go back to more of an AP mage in the middle kind of comp, and then once again, Misfortune coming out with that Amumu, looking for that, quote, wombo combo, the Curse of the Sad Mummy with the bullet time. I still want to see a cleaver on Misfortune that doesn't lose.
Well, it has to be Cleaver first, and we'll see if Jason Fire can do it. What the team comp that they have, oh my gosh, is this really the thing that you're gonna actually have to do? So if you go Misfortune, guys, you must pick up a Mumu jungle because technically that's how you only hit your Black Cleaver, or sorry, not Black Cleaver, your bullet time. And truthfully, it's not. But then again, yeah, I mean, it's safer, it's easier.
It's been a very common setup, at least in the NA or EU matches that we've been doing today. So, you know, going for it now in NA, I guess the logic is there. It's just we have yet to really see it executed.
Unfortunately for not, and we will be seeing this come into play. Don't you fret, don't you worry. Game number 2, Heating Up. Are they gonna go secure it up and I guess not go on fire, but you know, just get the win. No little tricks over there. Or will Small Dads Go to Heaven, find that door, find that walkway, and climb up the clouds to actually get to that third game.
I'm a little curious. You know, this is the team Small Dads Go to Heaven, but where the hell is Small Dad? I know that he is a player, and this was his team. Did he get kicked off it? Did he get a name change, or did they literally go to heaven?
We got Bandy Baird.
He got Banny Baird. I like that answer. All right, game 2 starting up. 1-0 for the Heating here on your blue. And, you know, we've seen a lot of Evelyn this tournament as well. So you start noticing these patterns after enough games. And I think we've been at every single heat of this tournament over the last 2 days. But Evelyn mid, if we can get a really snowball-y Evelyn, it's going to be exactly like that Kazakhs last round, where you just start snowballing really hard.
And I mean, truthfully, Rance did a pretty good job with that Kazakh. I mean, maybe mispositioned maybe once or twice per se, trying to get some more kills. But truthfully, that was a really good Kazakh that he put down. Sicko Sot gonna be using that Lee Sin, gonna be giving that True Vision, and Otter's gonna go in, poke on to Chase on Fire, trap going down. There's gonna be a catch. There's a light binding going down as well, and another Mystic Shot going down onto the team. Did you know that everyone's there? I believe so, but then again, could be wrong, and we could see Small Dads Go to Heaven be in a really bad position.
Well, they probably suspect that she's with the team, but it's kind of hard to spot her out unless you do have those pink wards and you're not in her vision range because of that default invisibility. But they do finally get off that ward. We'll be able to track the movements a little bit. One of the advantages of having that mid-Eve is the roaming aspect, because wards will not see her by default.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the sight ward, the green ones, they won't actually do anything, but the true vision wards, they definitely do. So, Rant's gonna be able to have his stealthness and have his ability to just keep it kited for himself. But there is a ward over there by Small Dads Go to Heaven on that Wraith Brush for Heating Up. We'll see if they're gonna go pressure upon that. Chase on Fire gonna be taking double golems. I don't know, double golems are a little bit too healthy now, and once the buff changes actually change up, they'll be probably able to do it. And yeah, late invade coming in, they knew that was going to happen, so Small Dad's going to happen. You're going to go just back away from it, and I mean, not Small Dad. Heatup's going to back away from it, and Small Dad's going to happen, saying, well, where's my Moo Moo?
There's a Moo, but oh, that was cool. There's a game going on. What are we doing?
I'm pretty sure Moo got his blue buff, by the way, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
but
he does. He still has smite up, so I.
Oh no, he doesn't have his blue buff. Then that's unfortunate.
No.
Get to the dang camera. What is it? What does Duan say a lot about the cameramen?
They suck.
No, he says like, middle, man, middle.
Yeah, go mid, go mid. A lot of damage landing on this bot combo, Otter and Obituarist. I mean, Sona and an MF with that double up, it does afford a lot of range, but at the same time, Ezra should be able to poke back. Pix, of course, you know, some pretty decent range on that as well. And, you know, we really do have a lot of pokey supports in this entire tournament. We have seen a Soraka, I think, once, and that was like not the pokiest lane ever. Everything else is all Lulu, Zyra, and Sona today.
And we almost saw Soraka mid. That would have been really fun, but unfortunately for not. Everyone wants to play Katarina or Evelyn or Kha'Zix. This little dirtiness of trying to get these kills and heat up onto those little flavor of the month picks. So that's unfortunate. Truthfully though, good things coming up over in the top lane, but Olaf actually winning out over there. And just trade off whenever you can with those reckless swings. Chase some fire on here as well. 22 to the 15, doing some really good over there. Only thing that's pretty even is Lux versus Evelyn. I mean, that's what you kind of expect. Get some range harass with that Lux, but overall I feel like Lux should do better in lane presence, but then again, the global presence of Evelyn, especially when she goes back and buy, you never know where she's gonna get.
The D-Man stream is very adverse to not sorting the scoreboard either. I was like, why is a Moo going up against Lux in the score? But yeah, 21-18, if you kind of look diagonally down it. Yeah, I mean, they will be decent. In terms of that bottom lane, though, Miss Fortune starting to pull it a little bit ahead. And she did start off with that longsword, so very likely to see a quick scepter for her when she does go back to town.
Oh, we do see Lee pressuring Mumu over there in the jungle. Didn't have to burn out that flash over there, so Complexity Nero gonna be okay with that one. See if he actually goes in. I mean, it's kind of timed down that the blue buff was taken away because you did see Lux come back with her own blue buff, so they kind of do know when that blue buff's gonna be up for Small Dice Go to Heaven, and they'll try to come out and play off on that one. But Mumu without the blue buff is going to be upset, Little Mummy 18 CS compared to the 24. I mean, it's diagonally working for the scoreboard, and it's diagonally working in the wrong way for heating up.
Yeah, in the wrong way. They're all diagonally there. But I think this is the first time that we've actually seen an invade on top of a Mumu and robbing him of that blue. It really does slow down that early game jungling, which will, you know, in turn just slow down everything else. Grim Samurai going to come down to half, but you know, there just wasn't enough damage to grab that kill. Nidalee did land a decent spear from afar, but yeah, just the DPS isn't quite there. So what can a Mumu do without that blue?
Farm. I mean, that's the only real thing that she can do. You can technically go for a gank over here, over at bottom lane, or go for a gank over at mid lane. But truthfully, just farm up, because that's the only way you're going to actually catch up against Lee Sin right now.
And Lee Sin's already made his presence known. Oh, Mumu's in the jungle. He's going to get caught out by the light binding of Banny Bear. The rest of the lanes are going to come to converge on this, but we do got the helping hands here of the Small Dad's goat, of Heating, sorry, as they're going to be trying to just protect the Nero. We do got the celerity going off, but another light binding landing. This should be the first blood, and it will go to Ezreal. Not what we wanted here from for Heating.
Yeah, Small Dice Go to Heaven does get that pick off. It was unfortunate that Evelyn wasn't level 6, and we're going to see a really early dragon because, well, a Mumu is dead Mumu.
And he doesn't even have smite either. I think, was he actually looking for the blue, or did he actually smite out the wolves and get caught?
Oh, he was trying to get more experience, so he smite out the wolves, but he was looking at the blue first. I mean, he knew the timing kind of when Orianna got that blue, so they could actually try to invade upon it, but then again, it was still like, I think a minute or two ahead, and actually, I think Lee Sin's about to take it right now. No, Lee Sin's going to be taking it in about a minute or so. So, truthfully, I mean, we would made the right play into trying to steal some XP because he actually needed it, but it was too much of a cost, and unfortunately for that, it wasted a lot of everything to try to save out that little Mumu.
Oh, it's not going to be a scepter. She's going to go for the black cleaver. At the very least, she has her brutalizer ready to go. This Miss Fortune, could we see a first item cleaver? I'm very curious. She is up to 59 creeps, but with that kill on Ezreal, it's very likely that the gold is very close in that regard, despite the difference in creeps. But first blood with the kill. In fact, I'd even say that Ezreal's a little bit ahead. He does come back to lane, still no boots, but with a BF sword.
I'm pretty sure he's up ahead just because he does have Dragon as well, so I mean that extra 250, 300 gold as well. Yeah, about 200 gold. So overall, that's just another little notch in the belt for Ezreal. We're going to be seeing him skyrocket in at CS4. Nero going to try to keep his own blue buff. He's going to need to get that level 6. The really interesting to see though, Sicko's stats only level 4 while Nero's actually level 5. Just proves to tell you that CS is pretty good, but Sicko's stat, a little bad situation, gonna get picked up from Evelyn, and Agassi's Embrace is gonna pick up onto this Nidolee. Nidolee actually gonna go through the bushes, say it's okay, and then gonna go back out, and maybe get caught by a Complexity Nero, but there's nothing else really happening on the top lane. We're gonna look at bot, see what Otter's taking him down.
He killed the creep! He's gonna kill another creep! Yeah, so exciting. Jeez, but, you know, Nero, he's healthy enough with the team there. Why are they not going for the blue? It is going to get stolen out again if Fat is there. And no, did he get it? He did get it with a smite, but now he could be in trouble because he is all alone. 2-on-1 could be a bad situation for him. Does he have that flash? He doesn't have a flash. He's going to go back in with the bandage coming up here to the samurai, but he will drop. Can we get it back from Fat? But no, it's going to be the laser and the spear combo burning down last auto attack, and that is really not what Heating wanted right there.
Smiledads are going to Heaven are taking a big lead right now. They're going to be up 2k gold onto this one, but the big lead is that they deny the blue buff again. They're going to give the blue buff up to Nidolee. Olaf going down as well. They're going to add that little detriment to their... Truthfully, I don't understand, what Heating Up was really thinking. They should have just converged on blue, took it really fast, and then gone back, because literally everyone wanted to go back. That's the for sure thing. And Nidolee went back into the blue buff, and truthfully probably should have died, but Sail Heavy Heating Up is cooling down just a little bit, and Smiledads go to Heaven. I guess they're going to get some faith up, some blessings from the team.
So close with that true shot, nearly grabbing it, but the smite too good there from Nero. And yeah, I mean, it's definitely looking like a little bit of a reverse. And again, the big key here is we don't have that AD Bruiser mid. We do have those mages in the middle. That's really the only difference here, but because of the back and forth, you know, Smiledad's able to take the lead. The question I have is, can they hold it and turn it into a win?
Well, we'll see from it, especially with Chase on Fire. This is the big thing. Chase on Fire is actually kept up, and actually kept up pretty well, even though she's a little bit behind. She's going to be building up to that Black Cleaver pretty soon, actually. So we'll see if this play is actually going to be coming to play. Cheesy Cookie going to get into it. Otter going to take so much damage. Butcheress is going to be taken out from Cheesy Cookie. Probably didn't need to finish up that cord, especially since he did have the speed cord going down, and unfortunately for that, did actually pick that one up. Rain's gonna go get Gates upon Banning Bear, getting so much damage on there. Rain's gonna have to just back away from the middle turret.
Yeah, nice 1-2 combo right there from Lux. So that was actually a really good kill on that Sona, because that extra gold, when she does head back, should be able to turn that not only into the Philo Stone, but with a little bit of extra luck, she will have enough for a Sight Stone.
Yeah, definitely, and well, Sightstone going to be added on to the vision of everything. It's going to be pretty K for himself, Lulu. And also onto Sona. Well, Sona doesn't actually have that Sightstone. And truthfully, if you heard my disagreements with Sightstone, I feel like Sightstone is useful, but not so useful in the sense that it shouldn't be brought out early. And Sicko Stott taken down super fast. We do see an teleport coming in. Nidolee going to try to come onto Reigns, but Reigns is not going to save anything about that.
Not one of the better teleports that I've seen today. We have seen some really good teleports. So that was a really good move there from Nero with that Sadmo. He just able to grab that kill on top of Sicko Scott. So that will put them back up to 3-3. And this is why I'm worried, because last game we just saw so many outplayed maneuvers from Heating. Now that they're down, are they going to be able to bring it back? Because I have a suspicion that they're not going to go quietly in this one.
Now I feel like Heating's probably going to get a little bit more secure. I mean, the biggest thing is they have the AoE comp, they have the technology to get those team fights together and make sure that they can secure on, especially with Rand's going to be zoning out pretty much Ezreal and or Lux. We do have Misfortune and maybe all together. Undertow you're going to be chasing up as well. So overall, they do have pretty much anything that you can do onto the attributes of getting in and getting out with literally 100% success. So they have the skills, but I don't know if they're going to actually execute correctly. And on top of that, we do have a lot of coming up from Small Dad to go to heaven. I mean, you do have a Sonic Wave technically, but you have the Spheres coming out from Italy, although Tank Spears actually coming out from him. But then we do have the Ezreal Mystic Shot as well. Only running up a Bloodthirster, and I think this is going to be a bad detriment. Reigns is going to go show himself from the Dark Frenzy, move coming out from his side. But I think this is a fast dragon, and then be backing away from this from Small Dad to go to heaven.
How did I miss this? The scoreboard is now magically arranged.
I don't know. I didn't see it too.
Strange. But no, as I said, Philosopher's Stone, Stone on that Sona, thanks to that kill. So that's going to be helping her out. BF Sword, Vamp Scepter, and the Brutalizer on Misfortune. Who needs boots these days? Seriously.
I guess no 80 carries in this way, and yeah, so Misfortune's doing build out the other way. Should they go build up that Black Cleaver first, and then go to a not Black Cleaver. It's gonna be building up the Bloodthirster first. I'm probably wrong when she's gonna build Black Cleaver first, but yeah, Black Cleaver into the Bloodthirster, so that'll be really cool to see. Graham gonna be chased upon. Ragnarok's gonna say what's CC, and gonna be backing off the way.
And now we've been seeing time and again that some of these AD casters or AD carries even getting that that Brutalizer first and then leaving it to upgrade kind of like last, or at least 4th, 5th item. Flash going in with the Crescendo, however, is going to force out not only the cleanse but the Arcane Shift. No Flash, so Flash for a cleanse. I don't know who got really the better of that there. Grim Samurai actually able to take that kill. Away from Small Dad Goes to Heaven, so that was a really good pickup right there. Unfortunately, Amumu was nowhere near, so once again, no blue buff for our really blue needy jungler.
Yeah, or a blue buff for Rain. Technically, that's where it was supposed to be going to. But then again, you don't really need blue buff on the Outland. Getting that blue buff on Olaf is actually a decent little thing. Olaf getting the blue buff through the Undertow. Biggest thing though, Amumu's not been really available for times when they need a counter gank, and unfortunately for that, he's just going to get more pressured. Then you go steal some more experience over here, but level 8 compared to level 9 with Cyclo Scott, or level 8 with Cyclo Scott closer to level 9. We'll see what Cyclo Scott's going to be doing soon into Amumu / Eating Nuts Jungle.
Well, Grim just going to be holding down the fort up top. Maybe a lightning bolt for Fast to use it on a creep, so it's not quite up yet. Fat able to just poke him down a little bit. Fat, tank Nidalee? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, he's definitely building up the tankage of Nidalee, and he's going to go Sheen off of it. So Iceborne Gauntlet's going to be built up for Nidalee, and that's going to be his damage output, truthfully. But overall, we're going to see the probably Warmogs right after the Iceborne Gauntlets, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
Alright, so Fat's just going to put up this pressure, probably going to decide what to do. I'm just kind of running around in a circle up there. Is it going to go back? Is it going to keep pushing? I don't know. Laser used in the mid as well. Final Spark just getting a little bit of CS there for Lux. Lux sitting at 102 and 130 creeps is, I want to say, is more ahead of against this Evelynn, but she does have 2 kills, 112, so a little hard to gauge that one.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, we'll see what'll happen with that mid lane. But I feel like Lux is going to give a little bit more utility just because the laser Final Spark isn't really used. More as not as zoning tool, but pretty much get off the turret, get off everything once Nidalee comes into play. But then again, Nidalee going tankage, it's a little different per se than what I would usually see. Bloodthirster being built out on Misfortune first and still no boots. Strut passive OP, so we're just gonna keep on going with that little nation.
Strut, Celerity, and probably a Shrillia's a little bit later on, but we do got the tier 1 boots on Ezra as well, and he has himself a Sheen. So this is the question I'm gonna ask. We saw a game earlier where Iceborne Gauntlets was first item on Ezreal, and he absolutely dominated with it. Are we gonna see an Iceborne Gauntlets on Ezreal?
I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't trust the otter. I don't believe it, but if it does, then that's going to be really cool. Double Iceborne Gauntlet, though, would be so sick, actually, thinking about it now.
Wow.
So I would love to actually think about, wow, that lady just said no. But I would love to think about Ezreal actually picking that up. Do you have an engagement? Cleanse going to be used out for Bandy Bear, and Bandy Bear is just going to back away. Oh, actually, the re-engage is going to try to helmet into play, but Amumu just going to get out of there fat. Using that teleport yet again to no avail, literally. Just getting nothing to happen for that mid lane.
Mid lane, notwithstanding, 3 for 3. A lot of final sparks coming out from Bandy Bear. I mean, he does have that blue buff. The cooldown is sitting at, what, a measly 40 seconds or something silly like that. He does have that Athene's as well. Tower going to go down, but we also have this Curse of the Sad Mummy going to combo that with the Crescendo. Here goes the bullet time, but that damage. My goodness, Chase on Fire absolutely melting, but still no kills on the board. I heard a flash go off. Not entirely too sure who did it, but here comes the Grim Samurai. He was exhausted, going for the Lightning Bolt. Did get a cleanse off on top of Otter, just looking to get away from that Olaf, and Lightning Bolt not going to be able to finish up the kills. So overall, a good fight, but the only thing that died there was the tower.
Well, probably going to be chasing this for another tower, but then again, Lee Sin going to come back into it. So I'm trying to chase on my fire. Oh, chase on fire, but chase on fire is just back away.
Too many fires, too many chases.
Yeah, too many heats, too many Miami's, stuff like that. I wish I was actually in Miami right now. It's a pretty good day to be a rate man, you know,
Miami
chilling
Heat.
out.
I get it.
Miami Heat. Yep. But truthfully, I mean, that fight was all good in the way, and Mumu could have actually done a little bit more. Everyone could have done a little bit more, but truthfully, it was really done beautifully. Lulu made sure that Misfortune couldn't get the whole bullet time off, so it all went in so that the Mumu wouldn't die. There's a lot of things that happened that disengaged from both teams, so which also means that the fight probably wasn't executed the cleanest. But then again, it's a really hard pressure situation to be in with heating up and both small dogs who happen.
That hit 4 members there. That was a really good true shot. Fortunately, didn't get the kill.
Like 0 damage, yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, and we're not allowed to jump in on that. Nobody was actually there. But hey, 4-man pressure in the mid, Ezreal in the bot. He has himself a dagger. Both of our AD carries now getting Berserker Greaves pretty much at the same time. Final Spark going to go out once again. Blue buff going off to the Banny Bear. We are having the hardest time keeping a blue buff here for heating up, and that could be a bad situation for Grim Samurai, but he does have the Ragnarok, and he's going to be able to coast out of that one.
But then Ragnarok down, that means there's going to be a minute 20 to really help, or not minute 20, 2 minutes and 20 to really help and see if they can secure Baron. Ezreal and Misfortune over in bottom lane, they're going to be talking to each other really soon when Stonism coming up, and I feel like Chase on Fire is going to try to bait himself out, but Otter's just in the back away. Does not want to take the juicy MF, well, Berserker Greed bait now, so that's pretty good over there. But the top lane, there you go, top lane, taking a lot of damage right now.
I'm wishing for the camera to go to top lane. For top lane. Top lane. God damn. 3 for 3. Down goes that turret. 2-1 in terms of those. And, you know, despite all of the aggression and despite all that, you know, early game advantage we had from the small dad go to heaven, they're only, you know, up 2,000 gold. Like, that's really the only difference between the two teams.
It's just because the CS has been kept up. I mean, 200 at 182 on the 80 carry. It's doing a really good job for both teams, but yeah, 200 CS means that they've been kept up. Banning Bear gonna get caught down. No cleanse gonna be there, and a little much on the. Oh, she did have the cleanse?
I didn't use it, but she has it. Didn't have flash, so there's probably no point in using it. But that was good timing, though. Right after that spark went off, Mumu goes in. Perfect.
The only thing was was 3 ults really used up for that, plus Cheesy Cookie having to use that Christian. That's a pretty long cooldown. I mean, overall, it's a good trade because definitely Reigns wants to get a little bit more snowbally. Gonna be picking up that Leandre's Torment probably early, or even onto it. Maybe picking up Merlicon. There's a lot of things Miss Eve could actually pick up right now, but I would think Leandre's Torment would be the first one to go, so she gets more penetration. What?
Penetrate.
Dirty minds.
Penetrate the enemies.
Mind.
I didn't say anything. You assume.
Assumer. You snickered. You snickered there, sir.
Maybe I have a cute kitten in front of me. She's doing something cute. You think about that?
I think that we just tried to put out a fire and it didn't really work out.
Man, these blue buffs are just going straight to Banny Bear. It's like 4 in a row. But still, with that final spark, he's been able to see us really well. 182, but still cannot compare to this Miss Fortune, who does have the cleaver, does have the bloodthirster, and the boots. She's looking pretty powerful at this point. So now we need to see that wombo combo go into effect. The Amumu ult with the bullet time, going in and getting everyone with those stacks, crescendo to make them not move anywhere, and Evelyn with a perfectly placed ultimate on top of things. Make it happen.
Maybe, but truthfully, the Evelyn accent building up to Abyssal something first, so that penetration is actually going to be global shred. So I can change up some words right over there. To me, really good that Evelyn's going to be putting up some more damage output. When Nero goes in with that Christmas up, he's going to bring out a little bit of damage on top of that with that shred on top. So we'll see if that's going to be coming into play. Fat in a little bit of trouble getting away from this, but Grim Samurai kind of pressuring himself a little bit too far. Means that Grim Samurai is going to have to bait out just a little bit more to try to get over this kill onto Fat. Again, I don't understand the reasoning why you want to get onto Fat. It's literally just a really movable blob of goodness, so you can't really stop that.
Top lane, we got an Evelyn up there. Giant Grim Samurai and the Evelyn going for the kill on top of Fat. That's going to be the flash, the ignite going out as well. Counter flash on top of Reigns, and the axe not exactly in range, but the hateful strike will be able to pick that kill up. So a little bit of an extended chase sequence, but while all that was going on, we do have the two-man defense squad in the mid, but I don't think that's going to be enough to keep this tower up. Tower goes down. The Curse of the Sad Mummy goes down again. Crescendo. No Misfortune ultimate. Unfortunate right there. There goes the bullet time after the Make It Rain, but the combo is just not there. Grim Samurai and Reigns coming in from the back. Bandy Bear is going to drop due to that bandage. Really good work there on Nero, but great Sonic Wave from Sicko Scott. Going to get him out of that one, and he will not drop to those rays. So tower for a kill. Sorry, tower for 2 kills, technically, if you count Fat up top, and a Baron attempt being started up here by heating up.
Dang, Complexity doing some really good stuff. We do see the ward out over here. Otter and Fat are going to try to come back on their home guard. I'm going to use the home guard teleport madness still coming into play. Although I feel like Phantom Lord did probably the best of the home guard teleport.
Nobody
madness.
will beat it. No.
I don't think anyone will beat it. Chase on Fire actually in a really bad trouble.
Ouch.
Otter with that sight. Great job by that Nidalee Trap helping out that kill. And now it's going to be on turn. Small Dads go to heaven. Will they go for the Baron? Nope, they're going to go for their 20th blue buff of the game of heating ups.
20th. A little bit exaggerated, but yeah, I mean, they have not really kept a blue buff to their name except maybe I think the second or third one. Did we get it that round? I don't see it on Nero, but hey, we're going to get a kill on top of Lulu instead. Good enough. Fat and Rain's going to go 2-on-2 against Fat and Otter. Sorry, Nero and Rain's going to go up against Fat and Otter, but yeah, not going to be a kill. Cannot really afford to get into any kind of baiting situation. True Shot is going to do a little bit of farming. What kind of creep waves do we have in that bottom? I'm trying to think if it's bigger than normal or not.
A little bit sec, but nothing really. I think True Shot Barrage was actually used just to see if there's Dragon, and yeah, no, there's Dragon. They're going to use Sicko Stat of that. Let's go finish this up really quickly. Iceborne Godly is going to build out Trinity Force, the dirty Trinity Force, going to be used up for the Ezreal. We did see the Black Cleaver work into play over that last little bullet time, but again, Black Cleaver was timed up against everything that just came one by one on ultimates. I was really surprised that they actually took up the Banning Bear over there, but Sicko Stat, the last little skirmish, did get out of there. Really, really nice play, using the raves, using his senses as a jungler, although, yeah, you don't have to see to do anything as Lee Sin, as he is kind of on fire. Maybe for the wrong reason, but on fire, no doubt.
As a Sunfire Cape, good enough. On fire. Top tower is going to be dropping the 2 Grim Samurai, so that will put us at a 2-3 situation there, but the Dragons are a little imbalanced, and we're still keeping a 1,000 gold lead here for Small Dads Go to Heaven, but they have lost the kill lead, so they're still struggling to stay ahead, but in terms of the cash, they are still there.
I mean, this is a really close game. Truthfully, yeah, the tower advantage is up by only 1, but the tower advantage is that second tier turret over that mid lane, so getting up still has to really defend over Baron, over at their own blue buff, which they've actually defended the first time, the last one, but overall they just defend, and if they can get there, they will win it out. But Banning Bear each and every time says, what's up with mid lane minions? Those blue minions, they're not strong enough against these purple caster slash purple minions.
Phantom Lord actually just came on and is going to do some solo stream queuing because he is not in the tournament anymore. R.I.P. the Goat Zoo. But either way, 7-4, another blue buff going off to the Bandy Bear. What does Bandy Bear even have for items these days? He's had that Athenes for a long time, but now he also has that Rabadon's, another Amp Tomb coming out as well. Amp Tome. 224 creep, still kind of doing really good, not leading the way for his team anymore. That's going to go to Ezreal, but they're still really trailing by about a factor of 30 for that misfortune.
I think after the 7th time you would see Lux laser down in the middle, I would think, oh, let's push up another lane, maybe. And yeah, they're still not doing that. They're still going to be pushing up this mid lane. I feel like Lux is about to use that laser in about, well, it's up now. So she's going to try to use it for a kill. But she can use it again to clean up whenever she wants to.
Well, she can use it to kind of stop a push, and then if they do engage, if there's enough buffer time in between it, you know, a 40-second cooldown or something at max cooldown, it'll come back up pretty much by towards the end of the fight. And if she's still alive, she'll be able to use it to clean up. We've seen that before on Lux's, and she's very liberal with that final spark. But she has been CSing really well out of it, and a lot of cash to her name as well. But still, at a score of 1-2-2. Kind of need to perform a little bit better in order to try to get that big advantage for the game.
I mean, the farm's nice, but truthfully, like each and every time there should be an engagement. Well, I mean, it's hard to get an engagement within 40 seconds, but engagement with against that Bandy Bear, because yeah, again, it's nothing. Like literally, you just waste out one of your spells. Now Bandy Bear has done 3 spells, technically 2 that are aggressive. So truthfully, we'll see what'll work out. The Moo in the red or in the Wraiths want to try to go over there, get onto bitchier areas, and we'll see if that'll happen. But Small Dog's going to heaven. They're not out of this. They're definitely in this right now. They're gonna try to go in it to win it.
Well, you gotta be in it to win it. That's what my grandpa says every time he plays the lottery. Unfortunately, he still hasn't won, but that's okay. 7-4, and we're still looking for that engaged blow. Not gonna get off with that bandage. A really good arcane shift. Not gonna be there. So, if Bandy Bear does throw out his spells like this and the spark, now is a really good time to try to engage because you got that 40-second window. Problem here is that that's a fairly healthy tower, and that's an entire team under it, which means good luck winning that fight.
So this, all that just means is pretty much heating up, just stalling out their time. And truthfully, if Small Dog's good, they haven't actually getting more damage output. And this is actually very detrimental for heating up, and heating up should be trying to split push. But again, it's really hard to split push against an Italy who can actually just clear out waves really fast, especially with the, I mean, even though she's tanky, there's an item advantage with Eyes and Gauntlets, truthfully, and that'll actually help out secure kills if ever as well. So heating up is actually stuck. They can't really do anything. They're going to keep on trying to push up mid, but anyway, it's just going to get onto it. Unless there is a catch, like Nero.
Well, we did get the flash and the Sad Mummy crescendo going off. There's the bullet time. Sicko Scott dropping really quick, and he will drop to Nero as he does pick up that kill. Now we are in there looking for those kills, but we have now gotten rid of Amumu, so it's going to end up 1-for-1 with the turret. So a slight victory there for heating up as they do claw their way back. Look at the gold difference, 300 gold. I mean, it's basically neck and neck at this point. If we can get a really good team fight from either side, and we nearly did just take out Eve right there, then yeah, it could literally just start tilting massively in one side's favor. Till then though, I mean, it's basically a neck and neck, 400 gold between these teams.
Yeah, we're going to see a push up over mid-lane, a bitch area, and try to get a ward over the blue buff being taken away from Grim Samurai this time. But the big thing is right now, Fat doing his work. I guess Fat does work. I didn't know that. But he's gonna do some pokage at the middle inhibitor turret while pushing up on this top lane and bottom lane. Biggest thing, truthfully, I feel like the team really needs to dissuade themselves from actually pushing down one lane. But then again, with the all the first tier turrets going down for Small Dogs go to heaven, there's going to be more pressure going to be handled, and heating up is going to have a little bit more freeway to do some damage.
True Shot Barrage going to go off. I'm assuming it was meant for the top lane. That's a pretty decent push going in from the minions on the top, so if we can keep heating up, you know, away from that, we'll actually start chipping away at the tower. But as I say that, Olaf is like, oh, free farm, and he's going to head his way on up there. 221 creeps. We haven't hit the 300 mark quite yet, but it should be coming up fairly soon for Misfortune, who has herself a lovely Phantom Dancer.
On top of the Black Cleaver, on top of the Bloodthirster, it's pretty good to see Chase on Fire do some really good work. Oh, is this going to be a Baron attempt? I don't think this is the smartest idea, especially with Laser. Final Spark going to be up online. Do you see the check around? Let being used up by that Lux, and Lux just backing away from it. We'll see if the Dragon camera would move. Maybe not. Okay, well, I think Dragon's going to be taken by Italy right now, but it's cool. It's fine.
Do we have a ward down there though? Do they know that Nidalee is doing the dragon? We do got the ping going down on top of the Baron, so it's pretty obvious that we do have somewhat of a vision going on for Small Dads Go to Heaven, because they do have that pings. Fortunately, that will be a dropped dragon. Nidalee kind of low hit points, a little over half at this point, and she's just gonna split push. So they see her down south. Do you think they're gonna go straight in?
Yeah, but then again, they know that they're kind of around, so I don't know if they actually want to do this. It's using the Tree Shot Barrage run up, and they're going to use it for the top lane. And we do see the engagement. Banny Bear getting caught out over there. Grim Samurai going to be able to pick up the kill, and now this is the big turnaround. Teleport being used, but Teleport can cancel that because I don't think they want to actually go back into that. Great job by Fat doing that, and he's just going to push up over that bottom lane. You can see the Baron take 4, heating up. Banny Bear just in a bad situation, getting caught out over there, and unfortunately that is going to be the one that is going to be falling from this. Who actually will be able to take the Baron? We'll see if Sicko Suck gets in there, but nope. It is going to be a Smiter, the Nero, to be able to get that down.
Well, the split push so far has been pretty successful for Fat in the bot lane. Took out one tower, working his way on another. He's just tanking it up. He has no care. He's trying to lose aggro, deciding, whatever. I'm just going to take it. No, maybe not. There we go, but that's a decent creep push in the bot. So he will be able to grab the tower. Will he be able to escape death? That is the question. Misfortune apparently giving up on it, but that does not mean that Eve has yet.
I mean, Eve is a sneaky one, though. She probably used Dark Frenzy and she was out of actual stealth range, so that's unfortunate. Chase of Fire going to be farming up 300 creeps, but 33 minutes and 34 minutes, and has lost that 10 minute per each, or 10 creeps per minute kind of thing, so that's really cool over there. Last Whisper, and we're going to see a Negatron Cloak for Ezreal over there while we do turn around, and Last Whisper about to be bought for this Misfortune. Misfortune, I mean, has done so good, but the only problem is she hasn't actually capitalized on the kills. And this is kind of what you get when you have an Evelyn assassin mid sometimes. You have all the kills kind of packed up and piled up together. And sometimes if you're an assassin, especially in a 30 minute, 40 minute go, you kind of want to give out the kills to the other teammates. So hopefully Evan can do that, but with her item build, it's probably not going to be happening with the penetration double marked.
Now, 502 on Evelyn, I mean, she hasn't died. A bit more impressive in my eyes is that, we haven't died on Ezreal either, nor Sona. And we actually have a kill on that Sona from way back when they got her that Sight Stone. But, 502, as you said, centering most of the kills on that Evelyn has kind of crippled the rest of the team. Like, sure, we got a lot of farm on that Misfortune, but 0 kills to show for it.
Yeah, I mean, Misfortune just needs to be there at the right time. Rance is going to be on the side right over here, but if they can get a Moo to get another great Badges tossed into it, it's going to be a really easy one for the team of healing up. But if Small Dads Go to Heaven just kind of zone out and zone out, it'll be really good. Oh, great engagement. Fat going to be going down so fast. Chase on Fire getting his first kill and a double kill coming up. Beautiful. Well, Sicko Scott, beautiful stuff, but he's not going to get onto that. And Rain's going to be able to pick up another kill on top of that Banny Bear. Going to be able to kite out a really interesting Viking, and unfortunately that is going to be a turnaround.
Yeah, without that Viking, lost a little bit more of a meat wall there, but Otter and Banny Bear, can Otter actually get away from Chase on Fire? Did drop a little too low for comfort there. Chase on Fire is going to dodge out at least the binding, if not the laser, but that is what we really needed there from heating up. We had the Amumu go in, he flashed, he ulted, Sona flashed and ulted, bullet time going out and absolutely crushed Small Dads Go to Heaven. That's the combo that we've been waiting to see. It wasn't all 5, wasn't an ace, but hell, I'll take it at this point.
Yeah, definitely, and especially with the Baron buff, I mean, kind of the reason why Nero went in, it's like, oh, we have so much more mana regen, not mana regen, health regen, oh, we have AP and damage, might as well take a chance, push it up. I mean, the worst that could happen, we could lose the game, but hey, it's okay. We went out and we survived it out. And truthfully, I mean, they had no real issues. I mean, they were going to be able to push out, probably take down the middle of the Hippogriff if they did get aced out, because they had a chance they could have been aced out. But then again, you have Nidalee, you have Ezreal. Those are kind of pokey champions. Less they can do burst, but they're pokey champions. You have a Lux, that's a pokey champion. And if you get closed in upon, especially with an AoE ultimate that did you for about 2.5 seconds, well, yeah, I mean, I don't think you can poke when you're stunned.
You don't do DPS when you're dead. That was one of the key rules you learned in World of Warcraft. So manage your DPS and manage your cooldowns there, gents. But Olaf, you know, going into that backline, he does have that Shurilias, also have the Warmucks as well as the Frozen Heart. The problem is he doesn't really have too much magic resist, so, you know, trying to go for Lux, she's pretty easy to keep him down. He also has the Ninja Tabby, not the Merc Tread, so things like Light Bindings are kind of his bane at this point. You really do need to have that Ragnarok ready to go. But if you're going to be popping it, getting into the back line, just gotta kite him out, and there's not too much you can do against the magic wielders.
Yeah, definitely, and we're going to see the blue buff actually being stolen. Great job by heating up, actually taking it down, and that is going to be the turn because it's going to be 50.6k. And he took the 200 gold. Finally, the blue buff being worthwhile onto the team, and actually this is going to be engaged. The victory area is actually going to be getting out of there though with that Winsy, but Evelyn? Gonna be turning around, and that is there. Bullet time coming in and great damage coming out from the team.
Not sad Mummy didn't hit anybody. That's real unfortunate right there. But yeah, Rain's actually getting caught around back because we assumed that we were going to be able to land that bandage toss on top of the Obituarist, but fortunately we did not grab it, and that's why she kind of got caught there up in the side. But hey, still getting that kill on top of Sicko Scott, not getting the kill on top of Reigns. That's exactly, again, what the Heating need. They're starting to really claw back into this game, and by that I mean take the lead. They're finally ahead in gold. They're really far up in terms of the kills. There might be down a tower. I'm a little muddled on who actually has the advantage in terms of dragons, although I'm fairly convinced it's 2-2. But because also all those blue buffs that they've given up, now they actually have a blue buff, it's looking good for them to come back and take this as a 2-0 sweep.
You could say, you know, 10 minutes ago they were simmering. They're just getting up to that little point of that heat. You know, you need to warm up. It's a little cold out there, maybe a little wintry, and the mix of the January, you know, blizzards and stuff like that. And you know, Chase on Fire said, you know what, I want to get so hot that I'm gonna get this fire in my eyes. And well, she did, and she's literally now 215. Now she's gonna be picking up a ward to boot. It's pretty good, but the Infinity Edge, yeah, tons of damage, all that good stuff coming up pretty soon.
13-6, 40 minutes now. This is one of those rare games that are actually dragging out a little bit. Not to say that I don't mind. It's just, you know, after a full morning of EU 20-minute surrenders, a nice 40-minute game definitely lets you explore your options, and we are going to start hitting those 6 items. You know, for some of our characters fairly soon. I mean, I'm looking at Lux, for example, and maybe get rid of that flask and she'll be set. What do you think that Lux could even add to it? Maybe a Rylai's for the tankiness?
I don't think that would be a good idea. I think GA is probably going to be the biggest thing that Lex is going to pick up. Morellicon, I do actually agree with. That's a really good item to put up on. And it'll give enough burst damage, plus on top of that, when they actually do take damage, Otter will be able to finish it up a little bit cleaner, per se. Otter building up that Banshee still actually really early. That is, I mean, it's needed, but I don't know. I think they needed a little bit more damage help, or again, GA would be the safer pickup as well. Chase on Fire kitchen up onto Otter. Otter's gonna have to back away from this. And take a little bit of poke, but then again, just get healed up by that Nidalee.
I'm looking at Misfortune. She also has all 3 BF sword items now. Or I guess Cleaver doesn't really count anymore as a BF sword item, but
it's close to it. Mercurial Supernova is the replacement. Oh, Complexity Nero. You got it. Great bandages toss, and we do get that interest of that money, but everyone's split. This might be turning around, heating up, actually getting this off, and now Complexity Nero going Revocate, and Sicko Scott going to be the one bandage toss, but here we go, the engagement and the damage output. The Crescendo going to be used out for Obituarius, and you're going to see if Sicko Scott can get alive. No, it's Chase on Fire, be taking it down. Hopefully we can see this side. Oh yeah, Olaf, get in there. Yeah, that Viking, lots of damage with that awesome lightning bolts, and unfortunately for not, is going to be picked off from Otter at the end, but truthfully, that was a really good fight engagement. And this is a time that Chase on Fire could actually still push up, but unfortunately for that, every minion wave is pushing back towards heating up.
Oh man, if they can grab a kill on Otter, I think they really could do a decent push, but they just couldn't. Getting that Viking in there only brought him closer to death in Valhalla, but they weren't able to get the kill on top of Reigns either. So once again, a slight advantage after the fact for heating up the Never mind.
That's a 60-second death timer as well, and the team knows about that for small slotted tier they haven't. This is a bad time because Tiffany, they can actually try to pressure this middle inhibitor turret, and yeah, I mean it is a funny death because Tiffany, that's pretty cool. But at this late of the game, they could actually turn it around and do something with it.
Chad is incredulous as I am.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty bad.
Okay, so what I wanted to say is because we had the more kills from heating up, you know, they are again just starting to win more and more of these team fights, but they still can't seem to push in. Those, you know, it was a little bit of unfortunate timing that the other creep waves were pushing down on them because it does kind of force their hand go back to retreat. They don't want to take any more damage on their towers that they have to, but then just losing that Evelyn, oh man.
Yeah, not a good time, and we'll see what'll happen to the next little trade-off. But yeah, I would have set the purple caster minion over an ancient golem. Guys, if you didn't hear the next patch, the minions are getting nerfed, so definitely don't worry. Evelyn will not suffer the fate that she just did yet again.
We're gonna submit this video as proof that they need nerfing. 43 minutes, golem kills Evelyn. That's her first death too, 717, and it was to a bloody golem.
It's a good thing that they didn't actually take away from the small deaths. They could have actually done some more, but unfortunately everything was pushed up and they didn't really do anything with it. But yeah, that was just, you know, unfortunate for Evelyn. Perfect score ruined by something that you can actually control. Yeah. Literally control.
Oh well. 44 minutes in, 420 creeps to Miss Fortune's name. She is sticking to 9 to 10 creeps a minute on average, and still 16 to 8. You know, we've been begrudgingly giving away these kills from heating up. I almost wanted to call them the heated kitchen for a minute there, but from heating up, like they have been taking more kills every team fight and giving away less. So yeah, they have developed themselves a 2,000 gold lead from a deficit. I think that the max deficit we've seen is like 4K, but still these teams, I mean, they're going at it pretty hard. One ace, I think, at this point in the game could be the decider.
Yeah, one ace or one little mistake from the team of actually, truthfully, it's small that's going to have a lead, even though they're down in kills. They have so much more pressure, and on top of that, Manny Bear with almost 400 CS. Well, I mean, Misfortune has 422, but 400 CS coming into every Lux final spark that she does. Doing pretty good job, but I think after a while you think maybe I should use a final spark on something else other than minions.
What do you think of Ezreal and the Banshee's Veil? I'm more of a fan of Quicksilver myself because you can control which spells to remove, but Banshee Veil?
I don't like it. I definitely like Quicksilver Sash even more so now, especially when you can build it on top of an actual 80 damage item. Like, if anything, yeah, Banshee Veil was nice. Oh my gosh, another catch up, and we'll see if the Obituary can get out of this.
Oh my god, that laser just bringing down the cheesy cookie. It does look like Luda's going to get out. She does have that wild growth down, but it will be a kill on top of both Lux and Ezra, and I think this is what we really need here from the heating up triple kill coming out for that Evelyn, and 4 people down. We do not have an ultimate there on top of Obituous, but I don't think we actually care. From the heating up, this could literally be the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen, at 46 minutes and a nice 4-for-0 exchange. Once again, that Wombo combo coming out very strong. The Amumu ult into the crescendo with the bullet time. Yeah, Evelyn going down hard on top of that one as well. Grim Samurai actually tanking the tower to near death. We're still tanking towers. Cheesy Cookie taking no cares at this point as Reigns is just going to push back that Obituaris, and that will be game. 2-0 for the series as heating up will go on to the round of 8.
GG all around, and double explosion heated up all the way for Small Lads Go to Heaven. Really like the play of that misfortune, but overall, Rands, if you didn't die to double golem / not double golems, it's the ancient golem, might have actually had a perfect game.
Yeah, would have had no deaths. Just that one golem ruining her shutout spree. But at the same time, Sona, I gotta applaud. 2-0-14, no deaths there. Ezreal, the only death is the final one, but it only takes one sometimes in order to grab that. And 433 creeps in a 46-minute game for Misfortune. I mean, I've seen higher, but still, really good average right there. And that will be that game series now done. Another 2-0 sweep.